right, another episode of the Fight Family Podcast. Today we are reviewing UNF 28, 18 fights, 2 title fights. We say this every time, but might be our best event yet. And we're gonna break down all the fights, and I think there's a lot of great fights. There's a little bit of bad blood in some of the fights too. So I'm ready to dive into it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good card, but unfortunately we're here alone today, Ryan. It's just you and me.
Why is that?
Are we gonna be okay? Because a couple of the athletes that were supposed to be on had to cancel today.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
You think so? You think we can carry the
I know it might get
episode?
a little boring and stale, and we might not know what to talk about, but we'll try.
This is true, bro. This is true.
Yeah. Well,
but what I'm excited about is this will be our first time collabing with Red Owl Boxing. So Friday night will be a boxing event. I think it's 16 bouts, something like that for boxing, which is a stacked card. And then Saturday night is the MMA.
Yeah, no, I think I'm very excited for that because I believe we're a promotion. We're working towards this, but to be essentially a one-stop shop. So to have those, great partners or just partners in general where, you could get your boxing, you get your MMA and do all that stuff. I think that's amazing. And I'm hearing that there's a lot of great boxers on that Red Owl card, a lot of top up-and-coming prospects. So yeah, no, I'm definitely
it's really super exciting. I think this is kind of that first step, collabing with Red Owl, and I think we want to be collabing with other organizations and running our own shows, right? So we're now doing boxing Friday night, MMA Saturday. So next year, what are you going to be branching into? Is that going to be kickboxing?
Maybe a little bit of everything, but we'll just have to see. But I definitely think the kickboxing. I think jiu-jitsu is also jiu-jitsu's always been around, but I feel like it's blowing up even a little bit more lately.
You think that's because of what the UFC is doing? Or?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
The UFC are the trailblazers for sure.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, but I definitely want UNF to be a fighting promotion, a combat sports promotion. I think MMA is our bread and butter, and that's where my heart's at. But I also think, branching out into all the different things are amazing.
Listen, my heart's in MMA too. I mean, I love watching boxing. I love Muay Thai, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, but really, I don't think there's anything more exciting than MMA.
No, me neither. Again, there was a Terrence Crawford fight versus Canelo, biggest fight in boxing history, or one of them. And then you had, 2 top-ranked UFC guys, not a title fight. And you can't watch the UFC fight, that fight, and tell me that was not as exciting or more exciting than the...
Yeah, but what's crazy, we're in Vegas for the Canelo Crawford, right? And the energy in that town for that event was nuts. So the boxing fans do bring it. They bring that energy. It's just crazy.
No, they built spectacles. But I'm talking about just visually watching. I love boxing, but MMA is just so much more exciting.
This is true. Well, let's get to our MMA card.
Okay, let's get to our MMA card. Well, what fight do you want to talk about first? I have the list of them here, but let's see. Are you excited about any of them?
I'm excited about several, to be honest with you. But there's a lot of new faces and new blood coming to UNF.
Yeah, there definitely is. I mean, okay, so on that note, one guy I'm really excited about is Mark Reels. He came here for Content Day. Extensive kickboxing record, but his first MMA fight.
Yeah.
He's fighting a young killer from KDMA, Rafael Kitjan, who's undefeated. So for him to take that as his debut fight, it must mean he has some skills. But the kickboxing pedigree is there, so I'm really excited to watch that one.
No, most definitely. When you sit down, I've sat down with Mark, right? Just total class act guy.
Really chill guy, right?
Very confident. I think he's gonna bring it. You know what I mean? I don't think you can discount this guy.
Yeah, no, me too. Well, I'm excited to see, because both guys accepted that in a heartbeat. I mean, I feel like Mark Reels has the striking, but I want to see his whole MMA game because the guy he's fighting is well rounded and
I think Mark is going to surprise everybody a little bit. I know it's his debut in MMA, but I think he's going to really surprise everybody.
Yeah, I know when we posted this fight too, a lot of people were hyped on him making his MMA debut. Yeah. So,
well, his opponent is a beast too.
Oh yeah,
but sure. That's what I love. It's a very fairly matched fight. Again, it's a Rising Stars match, but I really think that these guys are, on par with a lot of the pros that are out there, to be honest with you.
No, me too. Definitely. I know Rafael Kitjan wants to go pro kind of soon too, so he was just dying to get on the card. So
what is he, 2-0, 3-0?
He's 2-0 or 3-0. I can't remember, but undefeated and really, he dominates when he fights, right?
He is really young. How old is he?
22, 23.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Or maybe even a little older.
He's a very confident guy also, man. He's all business, no play with that kid.
Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of Rafael and, KDMA, there's a bunch of guys from KDMA on the card. Let's talk about, probably their biggest rising star at the moment, though, Pargev Khachatrian, returning to the UNF cage. Second pro fight, looking to stay undefeated versus Marcelino Silva. I mean, listen, Pargev's going to bring it every time he's in the cage. And he just seems like he's on a whole nother level right now.
Yeah, I'm very partial to Pargev. I mean, I think all of his fights have been with UNF, I think, for except one. So I've got to see him grow from being a rising star to making his pro debut. Listen, I don't think Pargev is just a top talent for KDMMA. I think he's a top talent for MMA in general across this country.
No,
right? I think few more fights, I think he can really be making, a statement on the big stage, to be honest with you. He's got the grappling, he's got the wrestling, he's now developed his striking. Where is Pargev not good? What is Pargev's weakness?
You know what? I think MMA is a game you always got to improve and always get better, but there's no weaknesses.
Listen, I'm not saying that he doesn't need to improve, Ryan.
No, of course. Well, you asked me where his weaknesses are. He has no weaknesses, but that's not to say he has to keep, working on everything.
Of course, but I think Pargev really embodies that. This guy's always evolving. He's always in the gym. I think this is his dream. This is his life. I don't think this guy wants anything else from his life, and he's completely determined to go out there and get that win.
Do you think Pargev's the first of the rising stars batch that's going to make it to the UFC?
Yes, but I'm super, super excited. I mean, you have brought up in the last 3 years some of the top talent in California, Ryan, which would go head-to-head with anybody in the country, in my opinion. Yes, Pargev is that first of the graduating class, in my opinion, but you've got Byron Valle, right? He's freaking amazing. Rosario Romero, who's also going to be on this card.
Oh, yeah.
That's 3 dudes right there. And then you've got a couple more that are waiting in the rings right behind him. Look, we got to see what Edgar's going to do. Get Edgar back in that cage, a few more fights. Let him make his pro debut and see what he does. But there's so many guys with super level talent.
I know. I'm actually so excited. I mean,
is super level talent even does that make any sense?
Yeah, it makes complete sense.
Have super level talent?
Yeah, we cast ChatGPT if that makes sense.
Does super level talent, does that make any sense? Doesn't sound right.
Chris, does it make sense to you?
Just say yes, Chris.
I understood what it meant.
I can look it up too.
Okay, look it up.
Yeah, but it's truly exciting, right? Because again, I mean, we as a new promotion, 3 years in, right? We have Taco Padilla, who went to the UFC, Cody Gibson, who fought under our banner only once, Trevor Wells, who made it to the Ultimate Fighter. Amazing people. But I think in the next couple of years here, man, we're going to be in the double digits, in my opinion.
No, I think so too. I really think it's the guys like Pargev or that rising stars class that's all going pro right now. I mean, you even got guys like, Brendan Farnsworth, Fedia Chabani. Like the list can go on and on, you know what I mean?
Well, what about what's going on with Brendan? Is he going to is he going to stay a rising star? Is he going to make his pro debut?
I believe he wants to take one more fight for rising stars and fight for that title.
All right. So yes, super level talent does make sense in business, referring to exceptional individual performance. So it does make sense.
I thought it made sense. Okay. You're the one questioning it.
Just didn't sound right to me.
Chris didn't think it made sense. I saw his look, but Chris doesn't know how to spell either. So it's like,
Chris and I spell alike. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm excited for Pargev's fight. He always brings it, and the arena's electric when he does fight. But let's get into another fight. I think you got 2 characters in this one, let alone their skills. They're great fighters, both rising stars, but Diego Sanchez versus Axel Conrad. Just 2 personalities on the guys, right?
Yeah.
But the matchup itself is actually very intriguing because you do have Diego, who his teammates speak the world about him. We got to see him, but I'm hearing he's improving every day. But his wrestling is really on another level. Axel. Axel brings the jiu-jitsu and Axel's game to kind of fight whoever. So I'm really excited to see that one.
Yeah, but Axel will fight whoever, whenever. I mean, he's got the nickname the Malibu Gangster for a reason, right, Ryan?
Yeah, no, he definitely does. He has that attitude.
But
he doesn't give a shit.
Does this make, both of these guys are, Axel's a grappler, right? Jiu-jitsu guy. Diego's a wrestler. Does that make for a boring fight, or is it going to be a fun fight? Because I'll be honest with you, Ryan, I like guys slinging skins. I like them going toe-to-toe. I don't know.
It depends on the jiu-jitsu defense and scrambles Axel could create. But also, sometimes when 2 guys have great grappling, you just see a boxing match.
Yeah.
And that can be the case.
What do you think is going to happen with this?
I think you're going to see
now, Ryan.
You're going to see a mix of everything.
Okay.
I think both guys are really hard to finish. I think you do see it go 3 rounds, but we'll see. But when Diego came here for Content Day, he said he wants to make a handshake agreement with Axel. They only box the first round.
Really?
No takedowns. Yeah. That's what he told me when we did our interview for
So I think we need to reach out to Axel, see if they're going to agree to do that.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to get Diego on a FaceTime. I hit him up to see if he's available.
See if he's free.
But he hasn't answered yet.
Also with Axel, I think after his last performance, I don't think he was happy with his performance. So I feel like he's coming back with a vengeance and with something to prove to everybody.
Yeah. Now, what mindset do you think fighters need to have, though? Maybe when they go out there, they don't have their best performance, and then they have another fight booked and they have something to kind of prove.
I kind of like, in a healthy way, I like having something to prove, right? You want to shut the naysayers up. Like with Dana White, he says, bring it on, bring on your hate. That just fuels me more. And I'm going to fucking show you. I think that's the mentality that these guys have to have. They can't let the little keyboard warriors or the chirping online get to them. They got to get in that cage and they got to prove that that cage is theirs, that they belong there. So I think with Axel, he's trying to find his place. He's coming back from that defeat. I don't think he was really happy about it.
Yeah.
And he wasn't just happy about the loss. He wasn't happy with his performance, Yeah. So I think he's going to come back and I think he's going to try to show Diego something that no one's ever seen from Axel Conrad. That's my opinion.
Okay. You think this fight has some potential for fight of the night? Or is it not, considering the rest of the fights on the card?
No, considering the rest listen, I you know how often I'm wrong, bro.
Yeah.
I'm wrong quite often, which I'm very okay with. But I don't see this as fight of the night. I see it as a good fight. I see it as an entertaining fight. But man, I don't know. You got Narek and Gianni on this card. Like,
we'll get into that one. But
it's so crazy because their first bout, like, how do you not pick that for fight of the night? Yep, if we're choosing in advance.
I totally feel you.
Making predictions.
No, I mean, that was their first fight was one of the best fights in UNF history.
Listen, but I love that Diego slams, bro, and his takedowns are just like awesome. I mean, there's that one that we have on the Fight Family commercial where he's taking was that Jason Jones that he was taking down?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking crazy, bro.
Well, I'm gonna try to FaceTime Diego right now. Let's see.
Okay.
Make sure I screen record for Chris.
Diego Sanchez. I wonder if we could ask ChatGPT if Diego Sanchez or Axel Conrad's going to win.
Yeah, let's bring that up for now.
Think they got enough history out there to ChatGPT to make a.
What's up?
What's up, G?
What's up? What's up?
Nothing much. I'm here with my pops. We're filming for we're doing a review for the upcoming fight, bro. We just want to get your initial thoughts on the matchup for you and Axel. What do you think is going to happen on fight night?
Wait, give me about 2 minutes so I can get off the ceiling because I'm on the ceiling right now, like full speed in the air.
Okay, I don't want you to fall off the ceiling, so call me later.
Yeah, give me like 2 minutes.
Okay, bye.
What was he doing?
I think he's at work right now, so he's on the ceiling. He said he didn't want to fall off, and we didn't want him to fall off either. So.
Definitely don't want. Listen, I think Diego's another guy that I love his story. He's from Honduras. I love. He's so driven. He wants to make the people of Honduras proud. He wants them to look up to him.
Yeah. All right, so we asked ChatGPT, Diego Sanchez versus Axel Conrad, who wins? Diego Sanchez has an experience edge, but Axel Conrad could pull off an upset with his youth. I think they're wrong here, right? Axel has more experience than Diego.
Yeah, Axel's got more fights, bro.
ChatGPT, it's the first time I think it's been wrong.
Run through the strengths and the styles and the predictions round by round, Chris. Let's see what ChatGPT has to say. It is pretty crazy how like ChatGPT is right on it most times.
They're Diego Sanchez.
They're talking about the other Diego Sanchez.
Did they say who they say was going to win in potential? They said
Diego.
Okay, they said he has a slightly favored Diego Sanchez, the UFC fighter versus Axel Conrad.
That's right. I didn't think about Diego the Nightmare Sanchez. Yeah, I don't think Axel Conrad's fighting Diego Nightmare Sanchez.
No, he's not. He's not. We didn't do that. We didn't make that one happen. But I'm excited for that one. Diego will call us soon. But let's get into the next fight.
Well, Diego's just such a character too, man. So I love watching that guy in and out of the cage.
He's hilarious. Yeah. He kind of gets the social media stuff. Like he's trying to put more content out there and build his brand, which I always love. Well,
listen, I think that's what's so important, Ryan. What a lot of the fighters don't understand is like social media, sitting down, doing these interviews. I mean, it's hugely important.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, we try to help fighters and instill that in them, and some like to do it.
Oh wait, you got the Diego UNF.
All right.
Okay. Well, Chris, you're gonna need to make it bigger if you want me to read it, because
I mean, I can read it.
Yeah, Ryan's got it.
Okay, I don't think we need to go over this. Do they say who they think is gonna win? Keep going. All right, go with the rounds. Go with the rounds. Let's see. So ChatGPT's prediction. Conrad will likely try to use his reach, jabs, long strikes. Sanchez will look to close distance, test grappling transitions early. They're going to give this to Diego Sanchez if he could get inside and get some takedowns for round one. So right now it's 1-0 Diego Sanchez. Round two, Conrad may adjust, pick his moments, avoid being dragged into scrambles. If Sanchez can make it messy, that will favor him. Conrad's success depends heavily on managing distance, not getting cornered, avoiding overcommits. Okay, they didn't say who's going to win that one. Round 3, stamina, composure, and fewer mistakes become critical. Sanchez versatility gives him more paths to win. Conrad might start dropping in output or making errors. Sanchez may capitalize.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like they're rolling with Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, they're rolling with Diego.
Okay.
By decision. And possibly TKO, right?
Well, if Axel was here right now, he'd give the 2 middle fingers up.
He
to
would.
ChatGPT.
You're going to do that just in honor of Axel? Give
Yeah,
the 2
this
middle
is for
fingers?
Axel.
That's exactly what he do. I love Axel on social media too. He's always like posting the Diaz brothers and shit.
Well, speaking of social media,
Yeah.
we just did a podcast with Jesse Langarica,
Oh my gosh.
and his clips are going a little crazy on social media.
Dude, that guy, like, he is UNF's villain for sure. Like, he doesn't care what he says. He doesn't care who he pisses off. I mean, what threw me off is kind of what he was saying about Anthony Romero. Like, that he saw fear in Anthony's eyes. Like, that just threw me off, bro.
So I think he's just playing the game, to
You
be
think
honest.
so?
I think so. I
You
mean,
think he believes it? Or you think,
listen, I think
he's just throwing it out
I do
there?
think he's a competitor at heart, and like
Yeah.
I do believe he wants that belt and he wants to challenge himself. I don't think he's scared of anyone by any means, but I don't know if I believe him when he says that Anthony Morel looked him in the eyes and got scared, so he looked away. We know Anthony pretty well. Anthony's fought
Yeah.
some killers. Anthony doesn't back down from anyone, but
No, Anthony doesn't.
I do think he wants to fight him eventually for the belt. I don't think he's saying no to
Well,
that, but I do think he's, as the kids say, capping about Romero being
Yeah.
scared of him.
Well, Mark Sanders made a comment right under the post, and he's like, this is the kind of attitude, or mentality that you have to have. And in a way, he's right? You have to believe in yourself that you can beat everyone. And yeah, I don't know.
I was also thrown off by him
That's
saying,
just that's a big call out.
I was kind of thrown off by him even talking about Rosario Romero, like saying it's going to be an easy fight. He hasn't accomplished what Jesse has when, Rosario
Well, let's just talk about that then. Let's just talk about Jesse and Rosario. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good competitive fight. I don't think it's gonna be easy for either guy though.
No.
I think both guys are gonna have to dig deep. I think both guys have heart. Both guys come forward. And I think it's who's gonna want him more. But again, you've never seen an ounce of quit in either one of the guys. So that fight could be fight of the night potentially in my eyes with the pace and what goes on. So
Well, both of those guys have never been in a boring fight, right?
Yeah.
Never.
No.
Think about it. Never a boring fight.
you think?
I just wonder if Jesse's going to bring any shenanigans to the whole thing.
I mean, he may.
Like at weigh-ins, or like when he fought Rosario, he threw his mouthpiece at him. Rojas, he threw his mouthpiece at him.
You think for
pushed him.
Rosario though, is there any extra pressure considering the bad blood that Langarica have with Rojas? Langarica kind of name dropping Chad all the time, talking about his gym all the time. Is there any added pressure when they fight?
I can't get in Rosario's head, but if it were me, yeah. Yeah, because I would want to smash Jesse Langarica, not only for the shit that he talked about Rojas, the shit that he's talked about his gym. Yeah, I'd want to really smash Langarica. Sorry, I can't even keep my name straight, bro.
Well, I'm texting him right now. Let me see if he's free.
Yeah. No, I think, yeah. Yeah. But Jesse likes that. Jesse thrives on the animosity. Jesse thrives on the drama. You know what I mean? He likes that.
Yeah, no, he definitely does. And listen, I think so do MMA fans and viewers. I mean, a lot of people say they don't like the shenanigans, like the shit talk, but if you notice, all the biggest fights kind of led with shit talk for the most part.
Listen, I actually talked to Chad, right, about after Jesse's podcast, and Chad and I were just shooting the shit. And I said, listen, you, as the promoter of me, loves Jesse's shit talk. I love it. I love how it hypes it up. As a professional, I don't like it so much. People talking crap about people, but we're wearing the hat as promoters, and the more hype we can get, as long as it doesn't cross a line, I love it.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Well, Rosario's ready for a FaceTime, so let's bring him in real quick.
Let's do that.
Yo.
What's up, Ryan?
What's up, my brother? How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
We're good. I got my
What's
pops
up, my
here
brother?
too.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
I'm good. How are you?
We're filming right now, talking about the upcoming fight. We just started talking about your fight, talking about Jesse's antics on the podcast and everything. But we just want to call you, see how you're feeling about the matchup and what your thoughts are, with the fight being 2 weeks away.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident and prepared. There's nothing this guy can do to stop me. He's in there with me, so I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He sounds like a clown.
We were talking about him wanting to be the villain and stuff, but we did disagree with him saying that you're going to be an easy fighter, all the stuff he was saying. And we just can't wait. But I'll pass you over to my pops, who I'm sure has a question for you.
Hey, what's up, Nino?
What's up, Kris?
Bro, you looking good, my man.
He's running those mountains. That's why.
Are you running those mountains, bro?
Oh, yeah, I literally just got finished right now.
No, I follow you, so I know how hard you're working, bro. So tell us, man, what's your prediction?
By any means, I'm going to get that victory no matter what.
Yeah.
He's in my way for my future. This motherfucker, he likes to talk shit, likes to run his mouth. But if there's anyone that wants to smash those guys, it's going to be me to smash that guy, to shut him up.
Yeah. So him talking all that crap, does that bother you in any way, or does that motivate you more?
No, it just honestly it bothers me because this is the first opponent that's ever talked to me, and it just gives me more reason to fucking just beat his ass more. Get to fuck someone up and like feel good about beating his ass, you know?
Yeah.
Not get in trouble, not go to jail or anything like that.
Yeah, because you are usually a pretty respectful, humble guy normally.
Oh yeah.
So
My pop, so respect's like number one for me.
nice. Do you have any predictions for what round, how you're going to finish him?
I'm just gonna go in there and win, and
Yeah.
no matter what. So I hope he's ready. If he thinks he's gonna start getting in shape for me, he's already too late.
Yeah, we got to get you guys, hopefully we can call it cool after this fight, no matter who wins, and maybe you could take him mountain running, bro. Just kidding. I'm kidding, bro. That ain't happening.
I swear, his heart won't even. His heart can't keep up with mine. Trust me.
Nice.
It's way stronger than his cardio. Trust me. I'll show you guys.
Nice. Well, we're looking forward to it, bro. I'll give you back to Ryan.
Yeah, no, we'll end it there. But I know I speak for my pops and myself. We really think you are one of the rising stars in the game. We're excited to see you go out there, and kind of fight someone that's talking a little shit to see that other side of you. So we can't wait. We hope training camp ends good. And just excited to see you fight and appreciate you fighting with us.
Thank you guys, and a big shout out to Up Next Fighting for providing this platform for guys like myself who really believe in our skills and work hard for this stuff. So this really does set us up for future success. And big shout out to Up Next, and big shout out to SoCal Trail for always keeping me in shape.
Shout out SoCal Trail. All right, my brother. We'll talk to you soon.
See you, Nino.
See you guys.
All right. So you were correct, though. I asked you what pressure it would add to Jesse. Not Jesse, to Rosario. You said he's going to want to smash him more. That's exactly what he said. He just wants to smash the guy.
I've never seen
But yeah.
I've never seen Nino talk shit before, to be honest with you. Like, he's always like a calm, respectful professional. And when he was talking, man, I could see it in his eyes. He wants this.
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider that shit, but you could just tell. Nino, I feel like he's about respect and he's no nonsense. So you come there talking about him, you're going to be easy fight, saying all this shit. He's gonna
and Nino brings a huge crowd too, man. He's a fan favorite, man.
Yeah.
He brings a big crowd.
Ooh, can't wait for that one.
Dude, I'm so excited.
I was happy to get to hear from Nino a little bit.
But what do you think the keys? Give me the keys to victory for Jesse Langarica. If Jesse's to win this fight, what does Jesse need to do?
I think Jesse has to be versatile in there. He has to be able to switch it up. He's going to have to take the game plan away from Rosario. What I mean by that is I do think Rosario's more of the, just to the eyeball, more physically gifted, probably a little stronger, a little more brute force. Like you can't let Rosario impose his will too much. I think once Rosario gets comfortable and he feels good, I think that's not good. But again, they're actually, I don't want to disrespect either one of them, but they're in a sense similar with the pace, the wrestling, in your face, don't take a step back. So I think it's really whoever implements their game plan. But I do think Jesse can't let Rosario dictate what's going on in there.
Yeah.
But that's pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think if Rosario gets in a groove, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen him get in his groove before. He's a scary man.
It's definitely a scary
It's going to be a
man.
good fight.
Okay. I know.
Fight of the night, potentially, for you, Ryan?
No,
or-
I think it's, no, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. Because you know what? You brought up a good point when Narek versus Gianni fight again. I'm not picking any other fight to be fight of the
Yeah.
night.
What other fight really do you think has that potential? There's great fights, though.
I don't know. But what I do know is there's one fight that sticks out from all the others.
Okay.
Jada Wright versus Destiny Porter, because it's a women's fight that we don't have too many of at UNF, and it's for the strawweight championship.
I love this fight. Even though I'm not familiar with Destiny, but I am familiar with her coach, who I'm Malik. I'm a big fan of his. Not familiar with Destiny, though. So
Yeah.
give us the breakdown, bro.
Well, Destiny's really an all-around fighter, and I think Jada's also gotten to be an all-around fighter now. I think every time the girls fight, not just these two, but like these girls fight in the UNF cage, they always bring it. They always end up in the fight of the night conversation. And I know Jada is very, very hungry to win a UNF belt, considering her last fight. I know Destiny's been wanting to fight with us for a long time, and stars aligned.
You mean our matchmaker could finally make something happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
No, I'm super excited about it. What was really cool is Jada was able to.
What other promotion puts 20 fights on every fight card? That's the good matchmakers right there.
This is true. Listen, you're at the top of your game, man. I just don't, I don't want to give you too many flowers. I want you to keep working. You know what I mean?
Keep shitting on me. It's okay.
Yeah.
But so what do you think we're going to see a new and improved Jada from the last fight? Do you think? I think she had to learn a lot from that.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Look, I talked to her. I was fortunate enough to do her content day interviews, and I was here with Kaya doing those interviews, which was funner than shit, doing the interviews with Kaya. But Jada just basically said she's really working on her mental, right? Just sorting out the mental stuff, right? Putting herself through the ringer, making sure that she's dialed in and focused on the kill. She seemed really serious about that. So to me, I think that her skill set is there. I've seen her train. I've seen her fight. I think that mental piece was maybe what hurt her in that last fight a little bit, according to her.
Yeah.
So I think if she fixes that, I think it's gonna be a good night for her in Destiny.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I think Destiny's game too. I do think this one's gonna go all 3 rounds. I think it's gonna be back and forth. I think when that bell rings, there's no like clear cut winner to say. It's gonna be a really good fight.
It's crazy too when you see the fan interest in the female fights. Like on our YouTube channel, Brittany Victoria and Kiana Montenegro's fight has close to 50,000 views.
Yeah.
Where a lot of the dudes' fights have like 1,000 views. It's kind of crazy. And then Jada's fight with who's the girl?
Carly.
Carly. Sorry, Carly. Yeah, it's like 20,000 views. So there's a huge fan interest in female fighters.
Yeah. No, a lot of people talk shit about female MMA fighting, but that's really good on social media. But a lot of people do talk shit about it.
Yeah, but I think unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of female fighters, right? With Up Next, I know we're working to sort of change that, but I think the females that have been on our cards, all of them have brought it. If you think about it, we have not any of the female fights we have. None of them have been boring. They've all been great.
100%. Well, let's FaceTime Jada and see what her thoughts are on her opponent.
See what she has to say.
Chris, do I need to hold the mic like this, or is it fine like right here?
I asked ChatGPT, and it should save the audio.
Got it. Yo.
What's up?
Nothing much. What's up with you?
Nothing. About to go to training.
Okay, well, we want an answer. Well, we want to talk to you about your upcoming fight. We're filming a podcast right now. What's your prediction for the fight? Let's just get straight to it.
My prediction for the fight will be I'm going to go in there and do everything my coaches and I have been working on and just follow through with our plan and, give my A game and take her out.
Okay.
Well, what is that plan, Jada? We want to know what that plan is. Give us some secrets. Leak some of the top secret stuff.
The top secret stuff. I'm going to be mixing it up a lot more than y'all are used to seeing it mix it up. My cardio is going to be enhanced, so we're going to push it a little bit harder this time. Let's see what else. I don't want to give you too much. It's a secret.
Come on, the fans want to know, Jada. Don't keep it secret.
Okay.
Just tell us one thing. One thing. Give us a little tidbit.
You're really putting her on the spot here.
I think normally y'all are used to seeing me kind of, how to say this, keep the striking to like a simple base. I would say this time it's going to be a lot more extravagant, a lot more punches thrown at the same time. So.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
I like that.
I have a feeling we're going to see a new and improved Jada. Not that, Not saying anything bad, but I do feel like you're on a mission. UNF gold is on the line. I feel like you're taking it, not that you weren't before, but you're even taking it more seriously now. So we're really excited. What do you know about your opponent though? What do you think she brings to the cage that may challenge you, or her strengths or any of that stuff?
Honestly, I have no idea.
That's fair. That's fair.
No idea. For me, I'm just like, I'm so focused on working on what I'm good at and working on what I'm not good at. And all I can do, because just like me, she can change it up whenever she wants. You know what I mean? So I just have to be prepared for everything, which I will be. I'm sure she's definitely game. I think she competes a lot, so that's great. Because I definitely want it to be a good, solid fight. I don't want to go in there and look like amateurs, even though we are fighting amateurs.
Do you plan on bringing another fight of the night performance? Do you plan on it being a masterclass? Like, give us what you really think about the fight come fight night.
It's gonna be a fight that UNF has never seen from women before.
There we go.
I
That's
really
what we were
like
looking
that.
for.
Little fire there, Ryan. I like that.
Let's go. Come on, Jada. You know how she rolls. Of course,
I
she's a
know.
little fire. Well, you have any more questions?
No, I'm
for her?
good.
All right, so we'll let you go. If you want to say any last things about your fight, the event, shout out any sponsors, feel free.
I do want to shout out my new sponsor that hooked me up with this sick new gear that I just got. As y'all seen at Content Day, it's loaded up with sponsors. Gorilla Buster out of the UK.
Shout out to your new sponsor, and we can't wait to see you fight just under 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, just under 2 weeks.
All right, let's go. We'll see you then.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, well, let's get into the next one. You know what? I'm actually really excited for this one. I love flyweight fights. You know why I love flyweight fights?
Why do you love flyweight
They're
fights?
fast. They're usually skilled all around. Scrambles. You just got to.
But we have a couple great flyweight fights on this card.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the rising stars right now.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And then one of them, well, they're both actually kind of fan favorites, but this guy's kind of a league of his own when it comes to UNF fan stardom. Danny Labastida, making his UNF return, fighting Yassine. Yassine is freaking more exciting than shit, though. Like, I mean, spinning kicks,
Yes.
spinning back fists, all that kind of stuff, and just well-rounded overall. And then you got Danny, who's always brings it too, has fought some of the toughest talent in California. And they were both excited to fight each other. So I'm really excited for this fight. And, I love both guys, but it's nice to have Danny back in the UNF cage.
No, Danny's such a character, such a good guy. You know what I mean? It's awesome to have him back. He was here at Content Day, and I really missed him. You know, him and his one-liners and everything that he throws out there. It's great. But what's crazy is that is him. Danny Labastida does not put on an act. He's so raw. He's so real. He's so genuine. Yeah. And what's crazy about him and Yassine, both of their records are kind of upside down, and they're both so talented. But I think it's because they're only fighting the toughest guys. So this is where I have a lot of respect for both of these guys, taking the tough fights, not protecting their records, in there to get the experience. Danny's been in there against the likes of, Pargev and, Desmond Alvarado,
Has he fought Pargev?
Oh, no, he didn't fight Pargev. I got Desmond and... Who else did he fight that just went?
That's why you don't get paid the matchmaker bucks, bro.
No, Desmond?
He's fought Desmond. He fought George Ortega. He's fought he also fought another top guy.
Why did I say Pargev, bro?
No, they never ended up fighting.
Okay.
No.
He talked about Pargev in his clip.
Maybe that's why I got all. Thanks, Chris. Thanks.
He said Pargev was like his favorite fighter.
Yeah,
right?
no, thanks for bailing me out of that.
No problem. Got you.
No, but I think there was another person that had gone pro, but whatever.
Yeah. There is. But I'm also drawing a blank. But, he's fought some of the toughest guys. That fight versus Desmond was freaking really exciting.
Yes.
But Danny's been on a little skid recently, so I think he's going to also, again, come with a lot to prove. And you're going to see a new and improved version of Danny. But I also think you could say the same for Yassine, who's just coming off a shot. He got hit with a shot that kind of went a little viral and everything. But he texted me the day after.
What do you mean went a little viral? That thing went viral, Ryan.
How viral?
No, it's nuts. It went freaking viral.
I know. I just feel like I in the viral. I don't know, but did go viral. But he texted me the next day. He was a good sport about it, but he wants that rematch versus Elijah Duke. He said he'll fight whoever he needs to get there. But he just wanted.
Well, he was doing really good against Elijah Duke.
No,
like it wasn't like it was a one-sided fight at all.
Not at all.
It was a great competitive fight. Yassine is super, super talented, man.
He really is. And speaking of Yassine, he's ready for a FaceTime. So
let's bring him in.
I'll let you start this one off too.
All right. Make sure you press the record button. Do it all for me, because otherwise I'll screw it up.
Well, that's going. I can't wait for Kris having to edit this whole podcast.
Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, Israel Salazar.
So that's who I was thinking about, Israel Salazar. Yeah, and Israel Salazar is just really on a tear as a pro now. He's what, 4-0 as a pro, or 3-0?
I think it's 3-0. Or no, he just fought, right?
Yeah.
4-0.
Oh, wow. His recent performance looked amazing.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
We are doing the podcast right now talking about the upcoming event, and we start talking about yours and Danny's fights. To you guys, both fan favorites. Danny's probably the biggest fan favorite in UNF. He just had that title because of his one-liners and just everything. But we want to know, what are your thoughts on the fight with Danny?
No, it's a classic grappler versus striker match. I mean, everybody wants to see that until the crowd starts going. So, I mean, let's just really get to it.
Yeah. So,
Any much to say?
I feel you. Well, can I ask at least, is this camp predominantly been working on the grappling defense to say, since it's a grappler versus striker matchup, or what have you been working on or focusing on in this camp?
Normally, I just. Ooh, I don't really want to say too much.
Nobody wants to give it up, Ryan.
Yeah.
As respectful as it is, I mean, obviously, I know what he's gonna want to do. He's gonna want to shoot a takedown, offer it.
Yeah.
Make him pay for it. It's the same thing like we do for everybody else.
Sure. No, I hear you. Well, here's my pops to see what questions he has for you.
All right, my brother. So do you have a prediction for October 11th, or what are you thinking?
Honestly, no predictions. Just fight. Get to it. I mean, like my team wants me to get my hand raised. I mean, I do too, and so does Danny, because we're both on losing streaks and we're both on the same situation and the same boat. I mean, damn, we both got beat at our own games. So, like, honestly, like he said it himself too. I don't really have anything else. I don't have anything to lose. So
Yeah.
Let's just get to it. Really, I'm not here to talk.
Do you feel you have something to sort of prove with this? Does that play into it at all? Or does that not fucking matter? What are your thoughts?
A lot of people say that it shouldn't matter because it's the amateurs, and then some people say, they look at the amateur record before you go pro. But honestly, like, it's more of being calculated now, because I threw a blind head kick, and I spun around thinking I was okay, trying to throw a back fist, and then he caught me. What hurts is I can't really be mad at Elijah, because I was doing that to other people before I got with UNF. And yeah, I'm mad at myself because I put myself in that situation. I had my hand
Smart.
like Ryan said, it was a half-ass back fist, and I got caught. Me personally, I'm going to be honest, and I'm not here to talk crap. Like, yeah, he caught me, but I was conscious the whole way down. That's why I was like, I felt cartoony. Come on now.
Listen, we also, so we get, it's amateurs too though, right? So we get there. I feel like every fight card, bro, we have like 2 or 3 fights where we're like, bro, we feel like that was a little early, or we don't want to take it from Elijah, but that was one of those where you could have argued it. But no, I just want you, like, we saw that and we're like, we thought he could have continued, or let's see how the next 10 seconds play out, after that.
Because it hurt. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it hurt too. Like when me and Elijah were chopping it up in the back, it hurt me for him to tell me that he stopped it early.
Yeah.
Like, bro, really? Like, I'm already sad enough. You don't gotta tell me this.
Yeah, well, I totally get where you're coming from, brother. But you know what? The good thing is you got upcoming fight. That's in the rear of your window, and just come out, do your thing, and time to shine.
Oh, I still want a rematch though.
We like a little revenge. Like you want to get it back. I think
It's not even about that. It's just more. It is about.
Not in a healthy way, right? Like in a healthy way. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, we totally get it.
I'm also kind of a hater though, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, let's be real. Like,
We all got a little bit of it inside of
I'm
us.
right there with you.
We all got a little
Trust
bit.
me, bro. Trust me. I'm there with you.
All right, my brother. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Anything else you want to say before we let you go? No?
sit back and watch.
All right, my brother.
All right, Yassine.
Talk to you soon, bro.
See you, my man.
See you, Wayans.
Later. You know, that is, I love what he had to say though. You know, his mindset is so right there. Right?
Yeah.
He blamed on no one but his freaking self. I love that.
I love the human aspect. Like, it's not revenge, but it is. But it's a little bit. Because we're all like that at the end of the day.
I
You know
love
what
that
I
he
mean?
also said, yeah, just like Ryan said, the spinning back fist was half-assed, right? He just made that mistake. And I think being able to be raw and real with yourself and very self-aware of your mistakes, I think that takes you further versus being in denial and blaming, oh, it's a quick stoppage. He could just be claiming that.
Yeah.
He's not. He's saying he got caught. He's giving the reason why he got caught and that he needs to do better. I love that mindset.
Yeah. Well, I'm just even more excited for him versus Danny. But it's one of those fights where you hate to see one of them lose at the same time, though, you know?
See, that's what I hate about being a part of this promotion is just like you become personally invested in these guys. You know what I mean? Like, I love Yassine and just hearing him say, like, I want my fucking trophy. It's like, in a way, you're now sort of rooting for him. But then I love Danny and I root for
You want
Danny.
both of them
Like,
to get it.
bro, can they both just win without having a draw? No, that's not possible.
I mean, if there's a draw in that fight,
I don't want a draw.
We'll give
Like,
both of them awards.
listen, fuck draws. Someone needs to win. Someone needs to lose. I just got to man up a little bit and not get so emotionally attached to these guys. But I really want to see the best for both of them. But I want to put you on the spot. What are the keys to victory? Right? What does Danny need to do? What does Yassine need
Yassine
to
said
do?
it perfectly. Striker
Okay.
versus wrestler. So if you keep out the feet, you got to assume that Yassine's going to get the better of that. And then if he gets to the ground, you got to assume Danny's going to get the better of it.
Yeah, Danny's got those slick submissions. I go back to the Zane
what, the Zane
Palacio
Palacio?
submission. That was so beautiful. And then you look at Yassine striking against Elijah was on point too.
Yeah, no, it really
Yeah,
was.
it's going to be good.
Well, let's get.
Could that have implications? Could that be fight of the night? Maybe.
It's going to be.
I actually feel that could be sort of in the running, depending.
I think so too.
They both show up.
I think so too, because I mean, you saw what kind of brawl Danny brought to Desmond those last round when he couldn't really get the takedown or do anything, and he was just swinging for the fences. That was so fun to watch. So if we see a little bit of that, I think that would be great. But let's get into the next flyweight fight, our main event of the evening: Gianni Vasquez versus Narek Avagian 2. First fight was one of the best fights in UNF history,
sure.
if not. I think that's when Gianni really made a name for himself, you know, in the SoCal scene. I think he was, you know, already on a little run, but that fight really put him on the map. And since there, he has been on a tear, not losing a fight and winning dominantly versus guys like Trevor Wells, who's his last, sorry, sometimes I don't remember all the names, but a lot of tough competition. You know, and now he's in a rematch versus Narek Avagian. We haven't got to see too much of Narek Avagian since that rematch, though.
Yeah.
So who knows what he's added to his game, how much better he looks, or any of that stuff.
Well, listen, you got to give it to Gianni also. You know why I'm going to say
I give it all to Gianni, but yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, he's truly one of the faces of UNF, but this is a dangerous fight for Gianni.
You think so?
Right? That first fight with Narek, that was a bloodbath. I think the first round or whatever, until Narek gassed out.
But it wasn't Gianni's blood.
Well, no, but
It was
but
a
he
war.
was
It was
taking
a
a
war.
lot. It was okay. So let me just say war. I wasn't saying Gianni was all blood up, but it was a war. If you look at that, Narek was putting it to Gianni. Gianni was putting it to him. It was a very
Until
competitive
Narek
fight.
kind of gassed a little more.
Yeah,
than Gianni.
Narek gassed, but Gianni has that Mexican fighting spirit. There is no quit in Gianni. But I think it's a dangerous fight, considering that I believe Gianni's knocking on the door to the UFC.
Yeah, I do too. But I guess maybe the mindset for Gianni, right? Like, you know, if you just had a fight with someone, it was close while it lasted, to say. But if you already beat someone, do you think, you know, does he feel safer about the fight, or maybe it's more dangerous?
But if you think about it, cardio is something that someone can really work on, and they could fix that problem, Ryan.
No, yeah.
Right? And I
believe
think
you
it was
could
a
fix anything.
cardio issue. I'm not saying in any way, shape, or form was Gianni getting outclassed by Narek, but it was very, very competitive.
Yeah. Makes me even more excited.
Do you remember those exchanges in that first round?
Of course I remember. It was an amazing fight.
No, they were just going back and forth. It was
I
amazing.
do think Narek I think he's made the adjustments. I know he's training over at CMMA a little bit now.
Yep.
Olymp Fight Club, and I think he has the right team around him. Again, we just haven't seen him compete in a little while since that last fight. But I'm assuming.
But how does that play into everything? If you get to see a guy that's active, fighting all the time, you get to see his progress. But a guy like Narek, who's actually been a ghost for the last, 2 years now?
Yeah, you don't know.
Year and a half, 2 years?
Yeah, you just don't know.
What's he improved on?
That makes it more exciting. I do think, though, Narek's going to have to pace himself a little bit. I mean, the cardio may have gone better. I don't think you could go for the kill against Gianni Vasquez.
No.
Maybe you can't. I mean, I just think he's going to be very, very hard to finish, and you don't want to gas yourself out in the first 5 minutes or first 10 minutes of that fight.
Gianni is special. He embodies that Mexican warrior spirit. I know that's twice I've said that, but that describes Gianni.
Yeah.
He is a freaking beast. There's no quit in this guy. He's in there 110%. He and Anthony Romero remind me of each other, the way that they fight. They just go for it. They don't care. They don't care if they're putting themselves at risk. I mean, they don't fight recklessly, but man, they're savages.
It's that Mexican fighting spirit. Honestly, you said it perfectly. They have that in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think either side has to do to win?
I think you kind of said it, right? I mean, I think Narek has to fight the best fight that he's ever fought. It has to be strategic. He's got to be methodical. He's got to be smart. If you get lulled into a firefight with Gianni Vasquez, you're not winning that.
Yeah.
Right? Stays on his toes, moves around, looks for his opportunities. I think he has a chance. If he tries to go toe-to-toe with Gianni, I don't know. I just don't see it.
I think Narek can't let Gianni get comfortable. It's very hard because Gianni's comfortable everywhere. He's okay with
Gianni walks in the cage and he's comfortable,
okay with being in the pocket with you, being comfortable.
Yeah.
He's okay with being at range. He's okay with the grappling. So, but Narek's got to do his best to make it as uncomfortable as possible for Gianni. And with that being said, I really feel like Gianni is like the best flyweight outside of the UFC right now.
I firmly believe that. Who on the regional scene, can't Gianni beat?
Great question.
Gianni calls out everybody, bro.
Great
All
question. Well, Chris brought up ChatGPT, keys to winning. Okay. Well,
But,
okay.
what they have to do to win.
All right, nice. All right, so Vasquez to win has to keep transitions clean and smooth, avoid scrambles that give Avagian back control, threaten submissions. He has recent wins with the Anaconda choke as proof he can do that. Use pressure to deny Avagian's comfort, stay composed in the grappling, avoid tiring himself out, chasing risky positions. It's interesting they don't bring up any of his striking.
Yeah, I don't know that I align with ChatGPT on this one, Ryan.
No, I don't know either, but
Yeah.
let's see. For Narek, drag exchanges to grappling, submission territory where he's dangerous, mixed attacks, not just striking, threat, takedown, all that. Okay. Avoid standing wars where Vasquez may have more control, outwork him, maintain cardio and consistency. Okay.
So I agree with what they're saying about Narek.
Yeah.
With Gianni, I just don't know that I'm vibing with ChatGPT.
Let's see what ChatGPT thinks about a prediction.
Yeah, who wins?
They'll probably gonna say Vasquez because he won the first one, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? What do you think the keys to victory are, Ryan?
And I don't know. Both guys are actually really well rounded. I think the main factor is going to be the cardio. He's already being Narcovagian by TKO in round 2. He's been on a consistent run, showing finishes by both strikes and submissions. His ability to adapt mid-fight and win by multiple methods makes him more versatile. Avagian's path to victory would be catching Vasquez in a scramble or dragging him into a mistake. But unless he makes major adjustments in the first fight, the odds favor Vasquez.
Yeah, 70-30.
Yeah, I agree with that. But again, it's the MMA game. So it depends on what Narek has improved on. I think what you could take away from what we've already saw is just Narek has to improve that cardio. He has to be able to keep up the pace with Vasquez or know how to adjust to how he's feeling with the cardio. You can't just go all out the first round.
And there's a lot of risk for both, right? In a way, right? Like Narek lost that first fight. He's not been on the scene for a minute. Now he's coming back. This is a chance to rebuild his name and make a statement that he's still here. He's still viable. But with Johnny's knocking on the door to the UFC. Yeah. Johnny, go ahead.
Well, yeah. And I think if Narek wins, he kind of takes that shine from Gianni, right?
Yeah, but I think also Gianni knows if he has an amazing performance, if he finishes Narek in amazing fashion, he's likely to get that call. Why wouldn't he get the call?
I wish I could agree. It should be like that, but he should have got the call 2 fights ago.
Yeah, but how? I mean, they say be undeniable. if he finishes Narek, right, in awesome fashion, he's undeniable to get that call at that point.
I agree with you. I already think he's undeniable. But yes, the more he keeps adding tonight, the more and more he is undeniable. But I feel like he's already undeniable. I feel like he already deserved that call. I feel like we've been talking about this for 2 years with the guy already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do think if he goes out there and makes another statement, you know, there's not much else for him to prove at the regional scene.
So let's say he goes out there, he has a great performance, he finishes Narek, let's say. What's next for Johnny if he does not get that call from the UFC? Does he go up in weight? Does he go to 35, try to be double champ, fight somebody like Romero? What does the landscape look like for Johnny? What are your thoughts?
I think he just keeps defending at that 125 title.
You don't want to see him.
No, I don't want to see him
go
versus
double
Romero.
champ it.
No. I mean, I
Two
know
of
we're
our
the
favorites.
promoters and everything, but I don't want to see those guys fight each other. Although it would be a huge fight for us. I think they would sell out the place. Personally, I don't want to see those guys fight each other, but if it's something they both wanted, you know, obviously you can make that happen. I don't think he needs to do that though. I don't think he needs to do that. I think it'd be a fucking fantastic fight though. Again, though, I love both guys. So
Yeah.
what would you like to see that fight?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No, I just said that because I know Gianni was, posting like he'll fight at 125 or 35. He didn't call out Romero at all, but I think he's willing to fight at 35 also.
Yeah. Kris, okay, so anything else on Gianni versus Nar?
No, bro, I'm super excited. I think this is my fight of the night, to be honest.
It has to
That's
be.
what I'm calling.
It has to be. I mean, the first fight was one of the best fights you ever. And Gianni is a candidate for fight of the night anytime he fights, and so is Narek, honestly.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Kris, can you go to our Instagram? The fight graphic for Mark Sanders versus Mario Flores. There's a little shit talking on there, so I just want to bring it up. We can talk about it.
Okay.
I think it was.
Oh, no, there was a lot.
I saw. Okay, but Mark Sanders versus Mario Flores, two grapplers, BJJ guys, young in their careers. Just excited for it. Mario Flores is actually the most respectful guy when you talk to him. Like, he'll say, "Hello, sir. Thank you for the prompt response," like all that kind of stuff. Very, very respectful guy. And Mark Sanders, a little personality on himself, but we see him. He's young, hungry, and just has some skills training at Matador. So that's really what I know on the guys, but I'm really excited. But you can see in the comments, Jason Jones commented backshot times. Funny. Okay. So if you press, the one with 9 replies right there, Kris. So Marcus Acuna, who's fought with us, is a teammate of Mark Sanders. Saying he's gonna walk through him. Mark's not walking through anyone. He's getting ran through. Mark Sanders then replies with an emoji, laughing emoji. These dudes have no idea. This is Mario Flores' team talking.
Yeah.
Then our boy Diego comes in and says, "Your boy is getting bitched on." What does that mean exactly?
I don't know.
I think I know.
I think
He's gonna
gonna lose.
Yeah.
What gym do you think talks the most shit? Is it Matador? I mean, the pugilist guys were like really active and on fire for a while there, but they've been kind of dormant and quiet. You think Matador's sort of taken the villain side of things with chirping on social media, or is it the KD guys? Is it Edgar and crew?
I think they're more like, I think Mark and Diego like appreciate the shit talk. Like it's funny for them, it's not real shit talk.
No.
Black belt, trying not to get finished. At least little homie.
You know what's crazy though, and I kind of been noticing just on social, like how these rising stars get more engagement than some of the pro fighters.
Yeah.
Right? They have a really strong fan base. It's going to be really amazing as these guys go through their careers, turn pro, right? And really develop a national fan base instead of just a local regional fan base.
Yeah. No, I think the tears that they go on and just, the great moments they produce will get to make that for them.
So Mark's fought with us before, right? But Flores hasn't.
No. Flores has not. So he'll be a new face to the UNF fans and see what kind of statement he can make.
What do you think? You've recruited a lot of new talent fighting with us, a lot of new fighters.
Yeah, I think we
have high hopes for these guys, or what are you thinking?
I hope so.
Otherwise, you wouldn't put them on the card. Kind of a stupid question.
Yeah, it
right?
kind of is stupid.
Kris, is that a stupid question? Like
do we have high hopes for the guys fighting for us? No, I hope they don't.
No, 3 bums on the card.
Let's get all cans. A night of all cans.
But I do have high hopes. I do have high hopes. And, I think the Rising Stars division, we're looking for the best up and coming talent. But I think we also
you've done that.
I think, but just for SoCal MMA, I'm just trying to get guys that seem like they want to take MMA serious as a career in a sport. And, people that are in a sense like-minded as
No,
us.
I think you've done a really good job recruiting the best talent in Southern California, Ryan. I think you've done a really great job. I think it's time to sort of, up next, it really needs to sort of expand our horizons a little bit, go to another market, whether that's San Diego, something like that. Just, get access to some different talent.
Yeah,
Bring
no,
the guys from LA down there to fight the guys from San Diego and vice versa, man.
I think so. I think that's on the to-do list, the running long to-do list of things we should do.
Yeah.
We'll get there. All right, so I can't wait for that one. It's gonna be a grappling match back and forth. As you guys see, a little fun, but fun banter, shit talk.
I really like the chirping back and forth. Again, as long
I
as
know
this
it's a
doesn't get
scumbag
too
promoter
creepy.
in you that loves it.
Listen, I hated that shit
I know.
before, but now I kind of love it. As long as they keep it clean, I'm good with it. Bring it on.
All right, I think we got like 6 more fights to talk about, but let's get into it.
Jeez, 6 more?
Farron Marceline versus Jeff Mellor.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know much about Jeff. Farron, big fan of, really good guy.
I haven't been following his pro career too much, but once George made the fight, I took a look, and
Yeah.
pro career is doing decent, but he had a really good Rising Stars career. I mean, we went and watched him fight years ago. I think he fought Johnny Ferris and did really, really good against him. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
Fight. I believe that.
Wasn't that for the state title
Yeah,
or something?
I believe
yes,
so.
yes.
So he's a beast.
total beast.
Yeah, he's really good. And then Farron Marceline, he's fought with us a couple times. Fought Hamza Trad, and it was a good fight until it wasn't for Farron. Hamza's just
Hamza's on
a really high level fighter, though.
I can't believe we didn't talk about Hamza when we were talking about the Rising Stars going pro and this next batch of people, because Hamza's right there.
No, Hamza's. It's hard to listen. Cut us some slack. It's hard to remember everyone's name and didn't say things all the time.
But Hamza is one of the most talented guys out there, in my opinion.
I believe Hamza will be in the UFC one day
For sure. Yeah.
That's a great fight. I can't wait. I'm excited to see Jeff in the UNF cage.
Yeah, I remember when he fought Johnny Ferris. That was a good fight. He won that, didn't he?
Yeah, he won. I think he finished him. It's
Johnny
very hard.
Ferris was no joke. He was on a tear.
He was like a Terminator.
Yeah.
He was just beast and could take shots, and he was really good. So I'm excited for that one. Another profile on the card though is Joris Sahakian versus Benji Gomez. You never know. I mean, Joris is looked at as a prospect, up and coming, undefeated. Benji's took some people's O's before, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So Jory can't come into this one.
Don't discount Benji, bro. He's Benji the Brawler for a reason. He's been doing a lot of, I think, bare knuckle and some boxing stuff. So he goes all around, man. So I don't know. You cannot discount Benji the Brawler.
No, I mean, we have Fedia Chabayan on the card, and he sings George's praises, and rightfully so. But he's saying that George should be fighting Anthony Romero next. You think with a good performance, that sets him up?
Yeah, I mean, George does a really good job with the pro matchmaking, right? So I think, it should. I think Joris super talented. If he has a great performance against Benji, because that makes him what? He'll be 5-0 at that point. Yeah, I mean, at that point, you really got to step up. The caliber of fighter that you're facing, and go for that belt. Because what? Fights for that, then he can get the call the contender or something else.
So I'm excited for that one too. Happy to have Benji back, and then again, Joris, top.
I like Benji. Super classy guy, man. Very cool. Nice guy.
David Rojas versus Tom Landeros. Don't know too much on Tom. I know he hasn't competed in like 6 years. He's making a comeback, but getting to meet him and stuff, I loved his energy, loved his vibe. Seems like he's all about it. And then we know David Rojas. I mean, David Rojas has that same killer mentality.
David Rojas is a UNF day one guy.
Yeah.
Right? Love David Rojas. You brought him up awesome through the Rising Stars. Now, now that he's turned pro.
And I think the world of David, well, I mean, listen, he's coming off a tough loss, his last fight.
Yeah. But I don't think he fought smart in his first fight.
No,
I think he got, I don't know, right? I can't get in his brain, but that wasn't David.
No, for sure. But I also think I know David pretty well, and I think that he's strong mentally. I think that he's only going to come, he's going to try to make the person he fights next, who happens to be Tom Medeiros, pay for what happened kind of that first time around and rewrite the mistakes and all that stuff. So I'm really excited for that one. I think both guys are really high level, and just can't wait for that one.
Yeah, no, Tom's a super nice guy, super respectful. I'm really looking forward to these guys battling it out.
Yeah, me too. Well, I would ask you what one has to do to win, but
I don't know. I haven't seen any tape on Tom. That's the problem. With Rojas, I think I know.
I would love for Rojas to keep it.
Look, if again, not knowing anything about Tom, Rojas is striking. I'm a big fan of his striking. when he's super strategic with it and uses it properly.
Yeah.
And now that he's at CMMA, his ground game's completely improved. But I think he needs to stick with his strengths. I think he needs to stick with the striking until that striking is not working for him, and then mix in the grappling and the wrestling. That's my opinion. But again, know nothing about Tom.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm big fans of both of the guys and can't wait to see that one. Okay, next one. Sevak Akopian versus Alexander Weddle.
Ooh, this also has,
I think
implications of being
it's going to be
an
a
amazing
striking
fight.
battle for sure.
Yeah.
Going to be a striking battle. I mean, Sevak's been on a little tear now. Like, his striking looks really good. He showed great grappling defense versus Axel Conrad in his last fight. And believe he's only 19 years old to have that little animosity and that shit talk going on and just go in there composed. Seemed like he fought like a veteran that night.
Yeah, and I was really proud of him because, again, he got, finished by Jason Jones, right? And then by the way that he came back from that was just amazing to me.
Yeah.
It didn't bother him at all. He went right back to work, got right back in that cage, and had another great performance.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's really a top prospect too, but he's really young. So I'm excited to see where it goes. But it says a lot about him taking a fight with Alexander Weddle. Alexander Weddle said this will be his last fight, and then he's going to go pro.
Yeah.
And when I sat down with him at Content Day, he just said, like, listen, this is what's going to feed his family and make a career for himself. So he's going to show up the best version of himself on fight night and do whatever he has to do to win. Alex, his last fight with us also didn't go his way, but he fought for UNF title, fought against Christopher London. So I don't know. I think these guys are both evenly matched. I think it's going to be a really, really good fight.
Yeah. No, me too. I'm a big fan of Alexander's also. Really nice guy.
You love his dad.
No, his dad, listen, I love parents that support their kids' journeys, whether or not they agree with what they're doing, as long as it's not criminal. I love that. His dad is all in supporting him. I love it because, family network is something that's just so important to these guys. And as you know, Ryan, we sit down with a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys don't have truly solid support systems. So when a guy's got a good, solid support system, you want to call that out. Props to Weddle, props to all the parents that support their kids that are choosing this path, because it's not an easy path that these kids are choosing.
No,
these young men, I should say, and women. Yeah.
All right. So you have anything else to say on that fight? Any prediction? Not prediction, but.
No, listen, I think, it has potential. Both of these guys bring it. If both of these guys are in the right mindset and they let their fists and their legs fly, it's going to be a great fight. If they're too reserved, end up being a, boring fight if they're too worried or calculated. But if they let it go, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. I was really excited when we made that match, though. I just think it's gonna be a good fight.
You've done a really good job. I hate to say this, but you've done a really good job.
You said it like 4 times today already. You must not hate it that much.
Well, it's just hard for me to praise you, and give you compliments.
No, you gave me 4 compliments today.
I know, but I have to keep saying with a disclaimer because I just don't like doing it.
Okay, next fight: Anthony Vardumian versus your boy, the Bank, Steven Chavez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The Bank steps up and will fight anybody, anytime.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I love about the Bank. He just wants the experience. He's in there to be a warrior. Again, that Mexican fighter, he's just in there. He'll fight anybody, anytime, right?
Yeah, no, he actually wanted this fight too. He wanted to fight Edgar also, but
yeah, and a lot of people are running from Edgar and Anthony and these guys, and the Bank is just like, sign me up.
Yeah.
I'll be there. You know what I mean? He's just down for it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Anthony.
He's the most if people don't follow him on Instagram, they've got to follow him. He's the most entertaining guy ever. This guy will send me DMs at like 6 o'clock in the morning. He's out running the streets and doing all sorts of stuff. I love it. Super entertaining. Got to watch his journey.
Go with him one time, run the streets at 6 a.m.
Listen, I don't want to get myself in trouble. It's much safer if I'm just staying at home, being a loser that I am, Ryan.
Okay.
Trust me.
Well, I don't think you should be out till 6, but I think it would be funny.
Would you run the streets with the Bank? You feel comfortable with that?
No. I love the guy. I want him to. He can FaceTime me and show me what he's doing, but I will not.
Have you seen some of the things that he's done?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
Heard,
What's the most entertaining Bank moment that you've witnessed?
Probably the high-speed chase. Probably.
Yeah. The high-speed chase was interesting, but then he was FaceTiming me. He got in a car accident. He's like FaceTiming me. Hey, what should I do?
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah.
Cute, I guess. Yeah. Well, the fighters could call you to help out with those kind of things.
Listen, I love the Bank. I have a personal relationship with him also. He's a really good guy. I love his grind, man. He's definitely into making money. He's a businessman. He's really trying to develop his brand. So for him to have I don't know if you want to call it, just that gumption just to fight anybody, anytime, any place and jump in that cage, I love it. Where all these guys are always second guessing who their opponents are going to be.
Yeah.
Not the Bank, bro.
No. Well,
What about Anthony?
I'm excited for. I really think Anthony has all the makings to be a fucking star one day.
Yeah.
He gets a fight in 2 weeks and try to go out there and make a statement. But he's one of those guys. Also, he's actually down to fight whoever, whenever.
Yep.
And he's really good. The KD guys have a really good stable of young talent, up and coming talent that just potentials the world. So I'm excited to see Anthony get back in there. I think he needs to come and make a statement in this fight, and we'll see.
I know there was some bad blood between him and Axel Conrad. Is that something that after this event you may make that fight, or
100%?
Yeah.
As long as they both. I know Anthony. I think Axel will take it 100% too, but I know Anthony's like dying for the fight. But Axel was too. Axel actually wanted to switch his opponent now, Diego, to Anthony. We just couldn't. Stars just didn't align, but they were both really down to fight each other. So we'll see. We'll see what happens after this event. But I will be offering that to both sides, and we will see. All right, Asher Tesler versus Ethan. Again, 2 debut guys. I know Asher. He's very well prepared. He trains with good teams. I also know Ethan's training. With Fernando Vargas. He's having him really, prepared and ready to go. So don't know too much on the guys, but I know it's a debut fight. Expect the unexpected, and it'll be a good one.
Yeah, I follow Asher. He had a pretty distinguished kickboxing, career. He's fought with Royal Combat and some other promotions and done really, really well. It'll be interesting to see him get in there with Ethan and see what Ethan brings. I don't know anything about Ethan, but if Ethan brings that ground game, how good is Asher's ground game? Because again, Asher is that type of kid. I don't know that you want to stand up with him. His striking is on another level. Well, even though he's making his debut.
I hear Ethan has some, he's very fast and strong and has some sick reflexes. So I think it'll be a good one. I think it'll be a good test for both guys, trying to get their MMA career started.
Yeah.
Sonny DeLozier versus Elijah Calvin. We're pretty familiar with Sonny.
Yep.
Elijah, there's no tape on him, so you don't know about him. I'll fill you in. He's more of a striker, boxer, comes from Crenshaw. He's going to want to just keep the fight on the feet for sure and striking. And the good thing about that is Sonny's going to want to do the same. Yeah. So it's going to be, I think that one's going to be fireworks too. So I think that will be a good one too.
No, I think that's going to be a great fight. I love the stand-up wars. Hopefully that's what they both bring.
No, they're going to. I don't think you see either guy shoot for a takedown.
No.
All right. Smitty Witt versus Daryl Westfall.
This honestly could also be maybe fight of the night. Like, listen, Smitty Witt is an entertaining guy. If you sit down, talk to him, you watch his stuff on, Instagram, he's a really entertaining guy. He's a showman. And I think he's going to want to bring the show to the Up Next cage.
Yeah, I think so too. From what I know is he's more of a grappler. And Daryl's just a fucking brawler, let's be honest. But he has skills, but he's just a brawler. So we'll see what kind of fight Daryl could bring out of Smitty. I think the more Smitty could kind of keep it more technical, probably plays in his favor. The more Daryl can make it into a brawl, play into Daryl's favor. So I'm excited for that.
Daryl Westfall is never in a boring fight.
No.
Double barrel Daryl.
Literally double barrel Daryl.
Love that guy.
Love him more. Okay, so I'm excited for that one. And Smitty has a decent following on social media too. So
yeah, exactly. What, over 150,000 followers, 100K, something like that?
I don't remember. I know it's over it's like in the hundreds at least.
Yeah.
Might be more.
Listen, he knows what he's doing on social media. He puts himself out there, the way he's branding himself. I think that's hugely important in this game, right? And if he brings a big fan base, if he has a great performance, his brand just builds that much quicker.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see. Double barrel Daryl versus Smitty Witt. Okay, we got Tehran versus Tristan Sars. Heavyweight fight.
Two big guys.
Big boys going to go at it. That's all I know.
No, Tristan, I met Tristan when he came to a past content day. Really nice guy. Is he still training over at Forge?
Yeah.
Yeah, so really great guy. So it's super exciting to get him, to make his debut with us. But I know nothing about Tehran, his opponent.
Yeah.
You know anything about him?
No, not really. I know he comes from KD MMA. Tehran does. And then we know Tristan comes from Forge, so they're going to be both well prepared.
So they're both ready
to go.
Both ready to get in that cage.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Well, so is that it? Is that the whole card?
That's the whole card.
All right, so let's put this on paper now. Fight of the night, in your opinion?
Gianni versus Nark.
Same. Yeah, it's also what I'm going with.
Okay, surprise of the night.
There will be one major upset. Guarantee it.
One
not going to say
upset.
what that's going to be, but
how many viral moments will come from the night?
Well, I think every event we usually have at least one
to
moment.
two, yeah.
One or two. I mean, we've had some great viral fucking.
How many fighters complain about early stoppages during fight night?
Bro, the early stoppages kill me. But you know what, man? Like, if you're in there and you're a ref, it's really tough, to make that right call all the time, especially when it's coming to the rising stars. These
They're not
guys
getting
are
paid
pros.
for it right now, and you care about their safety more.
Yeah, but what I crack up on is like the heat we have to catch from the fighters and the coaches.
I love when like people are like,
we control the referees.
the promotion paid for this with fucking sanctioning bodies. We have no say in.
We don't get to pick who the judges are. We don't get to pick who the refs are. We just have to pay them to be there.
Some people don't even know like that.
No, the
They think
commission.
It's funny.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be really cool. I mean, I'm really excited that we're doing the boxing thing on Friday night and then the MMA on Saturday. I think that's really cool for the UNF brand. And then we'll, a lot of the fans from UNF could come out and enjoy Friday and Saturday night. So it's going to be good.
Hell yeah. Can't wait.
All right.
All right. Well, there's still tickets available. Go to upnextfighting.com if you want your tickets. I would go sooner rather than later. And cannot wait for another great event.
Let's go.